It's fiction. I knew you was in around, playing all innocent, hoeing since the foundation. Don't make me have to pound this tin crown facing and risk being jammed up like traffic inbound from spacing. There's been a place for you in my heart since we first met. A teenage love that didn't feel no hurt yet. My boys warned me you was poison like BBD first cassette. And still I put my chips on the worst bet. Gave up the skirt, now I gotta hear from the street. How dare you drag my name in the dirt and cheat? You could've broke it off, ended it and dipped.
Back in the day.
We're meeting a guy called, who I know, I've been talking to for the last sort of 12 months. He's a landowner in Kent, but he lives in London. So we're talking to him about a site we've potentially got with him. Just proposing what the architects have done. First time he's seen it. It'd be good to get feedback from him and just to discuss our strategy on how to move that forward. You know, how we're going to get the local houses involved in feedback on the design and be a bit more thoughtful for it. So seeing him at 9:30, going to catch up with the lads, go over the second phase presentation of the brand, and then we're heading across into near Sloane Square to meet up with a friend of mine who I met in Spain, who's an investor. Catch up with him to discuss a land business that we're potentially setting up with him and a friend of mine. Yeah, good little day really, mate. And then once we've done there, we're pretty much wrapped up for the day and ready to head home.
Worried about the trending fashions rather than the sending passion. They want me sending tracks, but I just send them after. Right after I start laughing.
Basically, what I wanted to do is run through this with you today, see if you're happy with it, and then we will work out the offer and the deal, and then we catch up. I'm on holiday next week, so when I get back, we catch up again. We go through all the deal structure.
Okay, so the main footpath is going up to there.
Yeah, so we've kept that one, and we've kept that one coming off here. Like.
Oh, I see. Okay, and that works all right, does it?
Yeah.
Because it could probably be diverted to go across here.
Yeah.
And I've always felt that to make this work, we would need to put and the first thing I must tell you is that it is essential that you get the damn drainage right. So the first step is to design a land drain probably down this footpath, going out to there. And I've got an agreement with the neighbouring landowner to empty it into the stream down here.
Yeah. So he's got huge experience with the grounding as well, how uneven it is, and the complexities they had on that site. So he'll be able to bring his experience onto this site and be able to actually appraise it.
Well, I'd be happy to meet you.
Our approach, take this forward to the council, get some support from these houses. How do we do that? Our architects that done this have an amazing studio in Tunbridge Wells. What we want to do is have like 2 different options for them to see. So we can start conversations there early, and our approach of it is basically, if we don't do this thoughtful approach, someone else eventually is going to come and do this and not get you on board and not give a shit about what you say.
That's all perfectly true.
So we can design what the view will look like out the back window. What I think we need to do is see what response we get from these houses, do it in a really nice environment with our architects there, our planning consultants there, and they can meet us as well, who's going to be doing the development. We could tarmac that road and make it a bit nicer for them. It's just a gravel track at the minute, isn't it?
Well, at the moment the access up here is a bit awkward and quite steep.
Yeah, so that will all have to be widened as part of the project anyway. But that track is just a gravel, like almost like a farm track, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like nobody in the hood was fucking with my shit. And that's real shit.
Since 9-5, mama been working 9-5. And I know the landlord fed up with our lives. So we pray to the guys, the jobs, and the our lives to keep us safe and watch our lives.
One change on here, we just made that accent colour that slight bit smaller. I think that was one of your suggestions, Jack, just to make it a little bit clearer, the white.
How do we all feel about this? Like now we've come back to it. Before we look at other options, do we feel the same as we did last week?
Yeah, but I'm not ecstatic about it.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see some other options for sure.
Cool. What are you going to get, Harry?
Nothing.
Come your way, bro.
It's got slight tones of blue. Almost kind of tailored towards navy, but kind of a balance between a few different points and why they may sound a little bit. It's also very versatile, so it suits the more kind of modern tones, minimalist aesthetic that we have here, but you can also use it in kind of more bohemian, rustic kind of looks as well. On one hand, a really nice way to give some flexibility to the design system. There's a lot we can do with it that can really differentiate the company from other brands visually. I also think it's quite a nice way to symbolise the nature of the brand, building the different kind of customization elements that you have within the brand as well for clients.
Had our meeting with Joe Diver presenting second phase of the brand. Absolutely love the direction we're heading in with the brands. We're going to now provide him sort of all the content we've been shooting over the last few weeks, so he can now put that into mock-ups and see what it's going to look like authentically across what we've been shooting with the new colour palette that we've chosen, and can't wait to launch it in August. Boom! In motion at the minute. We've just signed the second option agreement we've ever signed, and that's for a new site. We're talking to a site locally again, or two sites locally. We haven't sent any letters out since last February, so the plan is to sort of really establish the brand and then get back on the front foot with the awareness that we was creating and sending more letters and trying to strengthen that pipeline, because ultimately, you know, we can do all the marketing and all the fancy shiny stuff, but the cash is going to be coming from, you know, building out projects and selling projects. So we're looking to do something really different that's probably not been done in the development industry before, in terms of like marketing. You know, how can we be more relatable to other industries and other demographics that, you know, aren't that interested in the real estate sector? How do we make it sexy like the fashion world, where most of sort of like the innovative marketing strategies and the content strategies actually start? So yeah, I've been deep diving down into all sort of creative rabbit holes at the minute, looking at podcasts, the sweat equity boys I've learnt a lot from over the last 6 months, and even Jack, who we're working with at the minute, you know, building out the social shows and all our content plan and making sure everything's on point and has some intention and meaning behind it. So yeah, it's all new to me. I'm figuring it out as we go, and I'm enjoying it.
Try to sweat a nigga like the lip. For no reason at all, I can't recall if niggas rolling C's in my face. Down the hall, kicking it in the back of the school, eating chicken at 3. Wondering why's everybody always picking on me. I tried to talk and tell them, chill, I did nothing to deserve this. But when it didn't work, I wasn't scared, just real nervous and unprepared to deal with scrapping, no doubt. My pappy never told me how to knock a nigga out, but now in 95 I was surviving as a man on my own. Fuck around with fat lip, yes, shit get blown. I'm not trying to show no macho is shown, but when it's on, then it's on.
We're going to go for a little cruise in Sammy's Mini, test it out, and then we're going to come back and give him the keys back. Jump in, bro.
Oh, the steering's quite nice like that, actually.
So we've just met with Sam. He's actually a guy I met in Spain, in Marbella, that I've been friends with for the last 12 months. Really hit it off when I see him, met him in Spain. He's very active in the UK. He's been over here for a couple of years. He's an investor, he's in real estate, and he's introduced me to some amazing people, so it's brilliant. Yeah, he's just a really nice, down-to-earth person that, you know, generally wants to help people and connect people. So he's got a very good eye and for opportunity. So yeah, he's great. And we've just been cruising about in his Mini, electric Mini. It's a 1990s electric Mini. Pretty cool experience flying around that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Set in South Kensington. So one of the things we've been talking to Sam about is doing a land business and looking at how we can revolutionise that really through technology and marketing and brand and streamline the operations behind the scenes. We're partnering with him and partnering with a good friend of mine, Luke. We've got a tech background, and that is in the pipeline, but at the minute I'm heavily focused on, you know, launching Corporate Brothers and building out that strategy and getting everything set up behind the scenes operationally, so we can grow that and scale that. Without that, you know, if we start just pumping all this marketing out that we're going to be doing, we're not going to be able to scale it sustainably or efficiently if we haven't got our ducks in the row behind the scenes. So, you know, systems, automation, team, all the good stuff, processes, you know, centralised documentation, which we will show you as these episodes go on. I would say it's probably a little bit uncomfortable at times, but I am enjoying it. Capture it and then watch it back to see what we're up to and actually what we do get done in the day is quite enjoyable to watch. You know, you just shared the first video this morning with us, and I loved it, mate. You actually forget what you do in a day. It's nice to share that as we try to elevate, you know, everything that we're doing. I think it's going to be interesting to show the journey of us, you know, developing the brand and meeting landowners and trying to find land, but also growing the other business. We're expanding that business. We're trying to get the Corker Brothers brand off the floor. It's all exciting, and I think capturing it is brilliant. It's nice for me to also show family what goes on, especially my two little boys, to show them what Daddy gets up to in a day.